You've had this happen, right? You spend hours studying, feel proud, close your book, and by the next morning, it's like your brain hit delete. But in Japan, students memorize over 2,000 kanji characters and somehow remember them for life. So, what's their secret? Most people think it's because they study harder or longer. But that's not it. It's because they study differently. They follow a rhythm, a daily routine that matches how the brain actually works. And if you copy this rhythm, you can remember anything longer. Exams, new languages, or skills without burning out. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. The morning. Preparing the brain before you even study. Most people think learning starts when they sit down at a desk, but in Japan it starts way earlier and sometimes the moment they wake up. See, the brain isn't a machine you just switch on. It's like soil. If it's dry and neglected, nothing grows. But if you warm it, feed it, and give it light, everything sticks. That's why many Japanese students start their day with sunlight and movement. Even a short walk to school or stretching near a window sends a powerful signal to the brain. Wake up! It's time to focus. Science backs this up. Morning light resets your body clock, boosts memory hormones like cortisol at the right time, and makes your mind sharper for the next few hours. Some even do light exercise. Yeah, just 10 minutes of walking or stretching. Research shows it boosts memory recall by 20%. That's huge. And it takes less time than scrolling your phone. But here's the real trick. Before learning anything new, Japanese students recall what they learned yesterday. Not rereading, recalling. Testing themselves. This simple habit cements memories right before new ones form. Meanwhile, most Western students do the opposite. We just keep adding new information and hope it sticks. But the Japanese start by pulling knowledge out, not pushing more in. It's genius. And before they dive into books, they often perform small rituals, like pouring tea, organizing their desk, or breathing quietly. It's not just aesthetics. These rituals tell the brain, this moment matters. And when your brain feels something is important, it saves it. Long term. That's how their mornings prepare the soil for learning. Step 2. The afternoon. Study smart, not hard. Here's where most people go wrong. They treat studying like a marathon, hours of cramming, caffeine, and panic. But Japanese students do the opposite. They study in rhythm with their brain. Instead of 3-hour sessions, they break study time into short, powerful bursts. 40 minutes of focus, 10 minutes of rest. That's it. This mirrors how the brain naturally cycles. Periods of intense focus followed by dips in energy. During those dips, Japanese students don't force themselves to keep going. They pause, take a walk, stretch, breathe. It feels like doing nothing, but it's actually when the brain organizes what you just learned. That background replay, called memory consolidation, is what locks information in. They also use spaced repetition, one of the most powerful learning systems ever discovered. Day 1, learn it. Day 2, recall it. Day 4, recall again. Day 7, one more time. Each review sharpens the memory like a blade until forgetting becomes almost impossible. And here's the best part. It doesn't take more time, it takes less. You stop rereading what your brain already tuned out. Even their lunch habits help. Japanese students eat light. Rice, fish, vegetables, foods that fuel focus without causing the heavy crash we get from burgers and sugar. Because mental clarity isn't about motivation, it's about biology. They also sneak in tiny moments of mindfulness, a deep breath, a posture check, a pause in silence. Micro resets that keep their brain fresh while everyone else burns out. That's the secret of the Japanese afternoon. Not doing more, but doing smarter. Step 3. The night, where memory is built. Here's the biggest misconception. Most people think learning stops when you close the book. But in Japan, the most important phase happens at night. Why? Because that's when your brain decides what to keep and what to delete. Instead of doom scrolling before bed, many Japanese students do a quick 10-minute review of what they learned that day. Just 10 minutes. That's enough to tell the brain, this is important, keep it. During sleep, your hippocampus, the brain's memory center, replays those moments. That's when knowledge moves from short-term to long-term storage. Think of it like pressing save on your computer. If you don't hit save, you lose the file. And deep sleep? That's the ultimate study hack. It reorganizes, filters, and strengthens everything you learned. But it only happens if your body is calm. So Japanese students take sleep seriously. Lights dimmed, no screens, no chaos. Just quiet in what they call ma, the space between things. In that silence, your brain rewires itself. It's not magic, it's rhythm. The real secret, rhythm. Over intensity. Western students often live in cycles of extremes, cramming all night, crashing all morning, and forgetting it all by next week. But Japanese students follow a rhythm. Morning, align the mind. Afternoon, study smart. Evening, seal the knowledge. Night, let the brain do its job. And when you stack those habits day after day, something incredible happens. Knowledge doesn't just visit your mind for a test. It lives there. So the truth is, they're not smarter. They're just more synchronized with how the brain works. And here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, try just one of these habits. You don't need to be perfect. Maybe it's a 2-minute stretch. Maybe it's recalling one flashcard, or turning off your screen 30 minutes earlier tonight. Just one step. That's all it takes to start your rhythm. Because real learning isn't about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. And that rhythm, that calm, consistent pattern, is something anyone can build. So if this video sparked something in you, don't just click away. Hit subscribe. Share this with a friend who's struggling. And together, let's rebuild the way we learn. Because the future doesn't belong to the people who cram. It belongs to those who remember. And that can start with you tonight.